They keep saying that I changed, cause I got a bit of change. I ain't worried about no watch and I ain't worried about no chain. I ain't worried about no sneaks and I ain't worried about no range. I'm just trying to use my brain to keep my range. Alright then.
Hey y'all, it's Jarka. I am the owner of Helen Her Entrance.
It's Wooski the Bull. It's Wooski the Bull, co-owner of HBN the brand.
So, today we are on episode 2. And if y'all haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure y'all do so. No I in we. Where we are going to discuss different relationship topics.
First thing first, this episode brought to you by HBN, Hustle by Nature, clothing brand out of Jersey, but we ready to take over the world. Believe that.
Period. And your girl is a self-care and healing coach for moms, where I help moms overcome being exhausted and becoming the best version of themselves. So if you are a mom and you are looking to heal your emotional baggage and become the best version of yourself, make sure y'all follow me at Helen Her Entrance.
And follow me at Wooski the Bull and HBN United.
Alright, let's get right
Alright, so last week we did a little 15-minute segment. It was like 15 minutes. We're gonna go live once a week. It was like 15 minutes of us just throwing questions out there, just asking each other questions. And you know, a lot of people could take from it because we got 12 years in, we started. We was off everything that the typical hood couple be on. We was off all that, you know what I'm saying? So it's really for anybody to tap in. Last week you asked the questions. Now we on my live, so I'm gonna ask the questions this week.
And ain't nothing, this is all coming from the top, y'all. We ain't playing nothing. I don't know what you about to ask me. You don't know what I'm
off
about
the
to
top.
ask him.
But also, if y'all got any questions, just write them in the comments and we'll answer them, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so this is how we gonna start this. We gonna start this segment off with, first of all, this got to do with relationships, but it also got to do with just like on some business and chasing your dreams type of shit too. What made you want to stop working? What made you want to stop working and and start your own business?
Just being, I just didn't like, I didn't like working for nobody, period. I always like to help people. My goal was to be in the medical field. Unfortunately, I ended up catching a felony charge where I graduated as a medical assistant and a phlebotomist, and I wasn't able to get a job because of my felony charge. So that led me to working bullshit jobs. I was already a mother of 2 at that time when I had caught my charge, so I'm busting my behind working minimum wage job. The last job that did me in was I was a bartender at Benihana's. It was a lot going on, and it was a couple in there that was very agitated because it was packed, and he kind of like disrespected me. And not disrespect me in a crazy way, but they was like very aggressive. And the old me, if y'all know, I was very like a ticking bomb, reacting off of emotion. And my intentions was to react and go crazy on this couple. So I had to take a deep breather, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just walk out, and that was it. I walked out of that job, and I never looked back since. COVID, that was 2020. COVID had hit, so now everything closing, and it was just like, damn, Jarka, so what you gonna do? And I ended up, taking the Yoni Steam class and understanding the real meaning of self-care. And the more that I was into the class, I opened my spa, and I was helping women heal. And that was by doing holistic services. The more deeper I got into it, I was doing it within myself, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is something that I could get you with. This is something that's that's in alignment with what my work is, what I'm doing. I'm not only doing the work within myself, I'm helping other women. This is my purpose. This is what God brought me on this earth to do. And, you know, I always felt as though God didn't bring nobody on this earth to work for nobody. If you want, we work, we bust our ass, we put our all into everybody else's company, everybody else's vision, everybody else's business.
Preach.
And it is like you could put that same shit into yourself and you could sit here and flourish. And I brought that same energy, that same hard work, that all of that into my own business, and my shit started doing this numbers.
And I asked you that so that people can hear this, because people be so caught up in this work. People really be busting their ass to make somebody else rich. And I used to have that, I used to have that mindset, because I really never was the worky work type dude. I worked because I had to. I might have been on parole or ISP or something, and I had to go get a job or something. But what made me change my mindset on that way of thinking is when I bought the box truck and I did the car wash. And I did the car wash, and I was making $300-400 a day, and I'm like, yo, why would I ever go work for a cracker? Like, not even to be all like on no racist shit. Why would I ever go work for a cracker though? Like, why would I? Like, why would I ever go do 40-hour weeks to bring home pennies? Like, that's diabolical to me. Like I just thought of something, put the time in, put the little plan together, did it, and I was making like more money than I would have made working a job. So I just asked you that just to let the people know, like, this, like, about what made you
and that's
be
all
an
it takes.
entrepreneur.
When you say it was like you saw something and you was like, that's all it takes is a vision. You think about it. If that shit pop up in your house, in your mind, is something that go for it.
And starting it is half the battle. Like, you can think it and talk about it, but actually just doing the first thing and just doing it is half the battle. That's half the battle. All right. My second question for you: What qualities kept you attracted to me? What's some of my qualities that kept you attracted to me for 12 years?
But number one, it was just you was boo. Like, it was you being your true, authentic self. You are still the same person. I'm not gonna say all around the board, because it was some things that you just changed.
As far as my personality, though. Yes.
You were still the same person 12 years ago. Like, it was just like
before I ever had a dollar, right?
Yeah.
I say that to let them know that, because to let them know that I wasn't always this guy. Before I had a dollar, I always was me, rich minded, but I always preached to these guys
and always talked about it. And
yes.
He used to always say, I used to like, well, why you just always be here? He's like, yo, I never had shit. Like, I never had shit. So when I do get shit, I'm going to brag. I'm going to say her. And I learned that because a lot of times people be like, oh, you got to humble yourself. And that's why I was really big on, like, humbling. But no, it ain't no humble. You work hard to get what you got, right? So it's like, it's fuck being humble. You sit here and you got some shit, you brag about it because you worked hard to get where you at. So being, and I feel like real recognize real. Like, all I ask is like for loyalty and respect, and because that's what I give and that's what you gave. You never, came out of character, you never disrespected me. The loyalty was there. Like, I ain't had to go through no cheating, I ain't had to go through none of the dumb shit. Like, so it was just like, and then also seeing the hustle in you. This motherfucker, like I said, we spoke about it on the last live. Like, I would give him my check to grab some Sharif.
Your last though. Your last.
And flip it, and that's how we was making it work. Like, remind you, I had already had my own 2 kids. He came into a relationship with me having 2 kids. So my whole vision on shit is like different. It's levels to this shit. Like, we got priorities, kid. Like, I got 2 kids. Like, you feel me? Like, I need to be in my own shit. I need my own car. I need shit. Like, so it was the hustle, and you showed it. Like, by any means necessary, you was out there doing what the fuck you had to do, and that was it.
And when she's saying that, it don't mean that that's a quality that she fell in love with me for, because the fact of the matter is, when she met me, I ain't had shit. Like, I was just rich minded. I just always knew that I was a leader.
We was sleeping on couches together.
Yeah, couches, cars, like we was figuring it out however it had to go. We was together with it, and that togetherness got us thus far.
Yes, definitely.
All right. for the third question. And like I say, if y'all got any questions, y'all can just ask them in the comments. We'll answer a couple of y'all. Yeah, we'll answer a couple of y'all questions. What's good though, everybody that's tapped in? What's good, everybody that's tapped in? We ready to get this to y'all once a week for right now. Once it start picking up, we'll do it twice a week. Shit, if it go crazy, we'll do this shit 3-4 times a week. We'll do it every day if we got to. That's what's going on. Cause this shit unfiltered is real. Ain't no authentic. This we just put the camera on and start chopping it up. Cause this ain't nothing that we don't do when the camera off. We'll sit here on the porch, drink some wine, and just chop it up type shit. So it ain't nothing that we don't usually do. All right, another question for you. How you like it out here? How you like the transition? Like how you like our transition out here in Atlanta?
I love it. It's just it's just new. Everything is just different. The support be real. It's just like a peace of mind. Like it's just away from the bullshit. Mm-hmm. We ain't got to deal with nothing like it. I love it. Y'all know. If y'all follow me, y'all see like I love it out here. Everything is, of course, it's gonna be obstacles, right? It's gonna be some bumps in the roads, and it's gonna be some shit that's gonna happen. But I love it. And to go on that, because I'm gonna ask you that same question, and the reason why I'm gonna ask him that question is because when I had made my mind up, I knew that my work in my city was done. I did all that I could do. You know, I helped whoever I needed to help at that moment, and I knew I wanted different. Sometimes our environment keeps us stuck and stagnant, right? So ain't nothing wrong with my city. I love my city and everything, but sometimes you can't grow in your environment that you grew up in. So my intentions it was already a thought in my mind that I wanted to move. I don't wanted to leave out. My goal was to go to Florida, and I kept throwing it at him. He like, Florida, but I don't think he took me serious. So it came to a point that I'm like, you know what, fuck it, we just gonna go to Atlanta. Like my mentors was out here, my coaches was out here. Like it was just like, let me just, you know, go somewhere where it's real life business shit shaking.
And not to cut you off, when she say I wasn't hearing it, is because we come from a spot where leaving that shit ain't even an option. Leaving that shit ain't even a thought. So when she bring it up, moving to different states and shit, it's like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, we from like where we come from? That's just don't be a thing. Like, ain't too many people just getting up moving. That you out there, you stuck out. If your mindset is stuck out there, you stuck out there. That's just that. Like that's where we come from. That's what she mean by that.
Booty. Yes, give me a second. Go ahead. Yes.
Give me some fish.
Yes. Tess and Sir give it to you.
That's Jerb. See this real life shit. Dude, the kids fucking up the episode.
No, but listen. So fast forward. So I had asked. My mom was made of art. Like I'm going to Atlanta. So this is real. We was renting, and we ended up getting a letter saying that they had sold the house. So it was like, all right, we got 30 days. We got slides. So I bring it up to Woo, like, Woo, we got the letter. He like, all right, fuck it. Like, start looking for another crib. Like, that's it. I'm like, oh, but I've been looking already. And he's like, all right, well, what you been looking at? I'm like, I'm looking in Atlanta. He like, Atlanta? He like, oh, no, I can't go to Atlanta. That was his exact words. And I ain't say shit. I was just like, oh, all right, well, I'm out. Like, and I left it just like that. And I'm just like, God, I prayed on it. Like, God, if this is what I have to do, like, just walk me through it. You know, whatever it is the outcome of it, just help me get through this. Because we've been together damn near 12 years. This man's telling me that he don't want to leave Jersey. My mind is set. Like, I'm packing my kids and we out. I'm looking for houses and everything. So it was just like, and then, you know, eventually he just came up and was like, you know what, like, go ahead and give me a couple months and then I'm out too. So that was like a big, I didn't expect that, right? So let me ask you, how do it feel doing this from a street nigga, being all you know is the streets raised you, you got your foot, you out here, you get into the bag, you doing this, you doing that, you in the mix. So how was that for you?
That was the biggest part for me. The biggest part for me was just knowing that I had to get uncomfortable to hit that next level. I feel as though I became...
So when I asked you that, did you have to think about that?
Hell like, yeah. I feel as though... Yeah, I'm ready to answer all that. I feel as though I became... Before this move right here, I was the biggest I was going to ever get in the city of Camden. Like, if that make any sense to y'all. Like, like that, wherever I was at before I just now left here, was the that was the peak for me. Like it wasn't no more or less. It was just that was the peak for me. So, as in my head, it's like, yo, like you got to go get uncomfortable in order to level up. If that's what you really want, or you want to be you want to be a city nigga. Oh, cuz get a couple of eyes. That's cuz you get a couple of eyes. Like nah, it's big. I want the world. Like what I carry, the world need to see this. Like the world need to see Wooski. This energy I carry and how I motivate people. I've been motivating people before camera was even on me. I've been motivating people. You can get in the car with me and it's people that just call me just to say, yo, I want to take a ride with you, cuz. Let me talk that shit to me. I motivate anybody. Everybody that came in my life left out better, whether financially, mentally, and just like I said, just being just wanting more. And I feel like this is the more I want it right here. It was hard, but
Joey got questions on her.
let me see. Let me check. Y'all give us some questions too. Give us some questions so make sure we engaging.
You got to slide down. You probably can't see because they're paying.
Give bro some fish.
Who is it?
What that mean, cuz?
Chance just asked for some fish.
Give bro some fish.
He wants some fish. Siren give you your fish? Go ahead. Tell Siri to get it. It's right there on the counter. You gotta slide up so you can see the questions.
I see him. Oh, slide it up.
No, I mean down.
Alright, then. You know cuz a little. Let me see.
I can't see shit.
Was it one thing that brought y'all closer together? Because sometimes tough times push a couple apart. Nah, I feel like.
What was the question? Let me see.
Look,
Was it one thing that brought y'all closer together? I think it was. Well, I feel like. Hold up, because there's a couple questions.
I think it was my bid. I think when I
Can y'all keep these episodes coming, please? I hope one day me and my man with somebody to do this. Our lifestyle has been the same as well. How y'all once were. I love this for y'all. Thank you. All right, hold on. Work together.
Thank y'all for engaging. Comment. I want y'all to comment. We want y'all to comment. Write some shit. Write questions.
Oh, Tiny said call her.
But look, what I feel that brought us closer together was my bid, cause that's everything for a guy. Like for a guy going down to his lowest point. Like I was at my lowest at the end of the day. I was facing some time. By the grace of God, like I had money for lures, or I had my folks kicking for me, like, cause I was always been a good dude. So I always say that if you're a good dude, you always going every situation always gonna be in your favor because you just a good dude. You genuine.
That was it. That was definitely
Cause I seen dudes in there pulling their hair out because their girl was just around here doing anything type shit, and it was like, yo, I ain't had to really deal with none of that shit. Like, so that just made everything more smoother.
I feel like so to answer your question, it was loyalty, right? Because the loyalty was real when we was together, when we was home. So when he got bagged, it was like I got no choice but to literally, like, you know, that shit is in me. But it was like I got no choice but to play my part and hold him down. Like, it's not, no, he wasn't out here doing me dirty. Choice. He wasn't blatant in me. He wasn't disrespecting me. So it was like, okay, this is somebody that showed no type, you know, every bit of love and respect and loyalty. So it was like I had no choice. So I kind of feel like, you know, me holding him down and being faithful and doing what I needed to do as his partner, that was something that really, really, like, made us stronger, because
so us being respectful to each other and us being faithful to each other made us tolerate all the other imperfections. You get what I'm saying? Like, we was loyal to each other. So we, like, bro, that's half the battle right there. That's the shit that people don't do. People don't even got parents people don't got parents that been together for 20, 30 years no more. Like, so when you got that, and we know at least that part is the aspect, everything else is fixable. The arguments, the whatever it is, everything else you can fix and you can work on. So that's how that go.
Because it definitely takes a lot of work within each other, work individually. Because now it's to a point that it's like, you gotta come healed, motherfucker. But on both varieties, like the female and the male. Because a broken female brings a lot of baggage, and vice versa. The broken male brings a lot of baggage. So you really have to be doing the work, willing to do the work internally, separately. Like, it ain't no, he can't help me to sit here and heal my trauma wounds that I've dealt with as a child. And vice versa, I can't help him, right? So you have to give each other that space and allow each other to work through whatever you're dealing with, whatever it is that you've been through, and sit here and work through that, heal that, because if not, it's going to affect your relationship. And not only a relationship just, you know, with partners, but that affects any type of relationship. So just doing the work within yourself. And like you say, I mean, we ain't have shit. We ain't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out in. And neither, I'm not going to say I didn't. I was staying with my grandmom at the time, but I was working because I had no choice. I had 2 kids. I couldn't just sit around, you know. But it was nothing that I was chasing besides who he really is. I seen something real. I seen somebody that had potential. And the loyalty was there. Like, he was always helping somebody out. Like, it took, like, literally, like, these past, I want to say 3 years, that he had to literally be like, all right, I got to focus on me. Because we was always giving. And I used to be mad. But I could not. He used to always say, it's alright, like, that shit gonna come back, and it do, because, you know, God knows your heart, and he knows your pure intentions, and he know that he really had a pure heart. No matter how many times motherfuckers will sit here and try to burn him
and add on to that, that's why I always tell people to just be genuine, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just before you do anything, just stand on morals and principles and be genuine. That's what I'm telling people all the time. That's what got me where I'm at. Not making it seem like I'm better than people, but I am 2 steps ahead of majority of the dudes my age. Like, that's just me keeping it real. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm just 2 steps ahead of majority of the guys my age. Like, you gotta be genuine. You gotta be genuine through everything. You gotta be genuine in your relationship. You gotta be genuine with your friends. You gotta be genuine with just everything that you do. Like, everything you do, because everything always gonna work. The world revolves around genuine people. People that's genuine, you can't teach that shit. Everybody always got motives and got some bullshit ass way. It might be cool in the beginning. Their intentions be always fucked up. Those people, the universe got a place for them too. Yeah, the universe gonna take care of them too. I always say that. The universe take care of people, bro. You a weirdo, the universe gonna be weird right back to your ass. If you a genuine dude, the universe gonna be genuine to you. Like, that's just how it works.
So yeah, that was and where we are now, like, it's, and that's why we want to come up with this podcast. Like, literally just start talking about the things that we went through, the things that we overcame, the things that we are planning, the things that we're going through, because this shit wasn't easy. And I get a lot of, I don't want to say like jealous, but I get people that come around me and they see like how good I really got it, and they kind of throw like the evil eye, right? Like, damn, she good. Like, her nigga take care of this. He not cheating. He a family man. He doing this. He holding shit down. He doing this. But it took a lot of work to get exactly where we are. Like, it's just nothing but growth. Wu was a young ass nigga running the streets. Y'all know.
Mr. Beat the Road.
Balling shit, doing whatever, blatant, doing whatever he was out here doing, whatever he wanted, you know, singing whatever the hell. And it was something like, I always, and he taught me, like, it's only, how I say it, like, you can't literally change a person. A person has to be really willing to change and do the work. They really gotta fuck with you. They really gotta like you to sit here and be like, all right, it's time to grow up now. Like, let me sit here and pull my pants up and let me play this role how a man is supposed to, you know, because us women, that shit is in us. Regardless whether we was taught it or not, or the shit is, we nurturers, we caretakers, we take care of it all. A man give us groceries, we gonna make it.
So let me speak on that though. That's what I want to speak on, because that's also what got us where we are. For you couples out there that want to grow as a couple, it's about the lady playing her position to a T, and the man playing his position to the T. Because the fact of the matter is, look how this works. And when Benzdo, all right, I'm a provider. I go pay all the bills, and that gives her the motive to go actually go out and go do a business or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever she want to do. Because now she not just in hustle mode. Like, we got to, the bills got to get paid, or all that shit is taken care of. Be great. Be great. And it's vice versa. I'm making the money. I'll come home to a clean house, a cooked meal. It's just one hand wash the other. Like, y'all gotta, yes, y'all gotta help each other be great at the end of the day. Y'all gotta help each other be great. That's how that works.
What they saying? Do y'all think your growth is seen through your transparent? This ain't easy to be open about. Do y'all think y'all would have made that move if y'all had nothing to your name? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because, and I want to tell you this, so this is how it was. Remind you, we was good. It wasn't like shit was fucked up. We had a couple of dollars. We always, that's something that I'm not the type of, and I feel like we kind of like got that in common, right? Like, I was never the type of materialistic. And when I was doing what I was doing, you know, and I touched my first 50K, like literally on myself, just sitting here doing what I had to do to sit here and make sure shit was good. And my brother was really, and I feel like we kind of both got that from him. Like, he was very, very like, boy, put y'all paper up. Y'all wild, like, put y'all paper up. So that was something we had, paper was stacked in the bank. Like, whether it was in the house, it was there. So we never had to, so we always had a couple dollars put up. But it was to a point that I feel like my mind was already set. And it wasn't like, a lot of people asked me like, well, you know, remind you, my business wasn't booming out here. Nobody knew me out here. I was doing services out there. Yeah, I had a couple clients that I was doing, like, you know, coaching and stuff like that. But that's still ran high shit.
And then it's a challenge. What it is, whether we have money or not, it's a challenge to this day. Because the fact of the matter is, we still came out to a state that we don't know nobody in.
So we started from
scratch. So the fact of the matter is, we still starting from scratch every day, regardless if a nigga got 200-300,000, no matter what the paper looking like, you still gotta figure it out, because it's just new at the end of the day. This shit new. I'm a type of dude I can go out and come in the house with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. Like, this shit daily, but it ain't like that. I can't do that. I can't just wake up and come back in the house with $4,000, $5,000, $335. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a challenge.
It was just really, and remind you, at the time when I had told him my intentions, my mind was set already to leave, and I wasn't sure if he was going to come with me. My mind was set to come out here, because I felt like, y'all know I've been on this healing journey for a long time, and I just been really, really like tapped in building a relationship with God. And I never been this holy person and no, you know, on my deen and things like that. But just building a relationship with God, I was able to realize, like, you know, have faith. And if he tell you to do something, if he tell you to move, you need to move, and just trust and believe that he gonna have you. So when I told him that I wasn't sure that he was gonna come with me. Not saying that, you know, if we did come out here, he wasn't gonna make sure we was straight, but it was just like, I just gotta go, and I know God gonna make a way. I'm gonna sit here and, you know, do what I need to do and make sure things was straight. So either way, like, my mind was made up that I was coming out here, and that was just that. I feel like I had enough of, you know, my city. Like I said, you have to, in order to grow, you gotta get out your environment. Your environment is so sad. I go back to the city now, and y'all know, like, ain't nothing. I would never kick my city down. But I go back, and the motherfucker's still doing the same thing on the same type time with the same mindset. Like, yo, I left, 7-8 months ago, right? Y'all motherfuckers still on the same block, still doing the same shit, still hanging around the same motherfuckers. Like, y'all don't have, like, it's motherfuckers' mindset be fucked up. It just be too, y'all gotta, it's the mindset. Like, once you're able to realize, like, damn, I could do this, and you can do whatever the fuck you put your mind to. But if you're stuck around the same motherfuckers and stuck in that same environment, that's where the fuck you gonna stay. And I said this now, and I even tell my kids, like, motherfuckers, we had to leave family members, we had to cut a lot of motherfuckers off, not just friends, family members, everything. Because motherfuckers, when you start doing better, motherfuckers try to sit here and be like, oh, they think they too good, or they doing this, or they ain't doing that. Guess what? I gotta leave you where you at. But I tell my kids, at the same time, 5 years later, we gonna go back to the hood, and the motherfuckers is gonna be still in the same spot doing the same fucking thing. Like, that don't make sense. Like, y'all don't see nothing else besides that. And I'm not saying like you can't come, but just the environment's fucked up right now. Like, you have to leave your environment. You gotta sit here and grow.
Cause that's the real thing.
Back.
People say I'm a product of my environment.
Yeah,
And that's what I try to stay away from now. Like, I'm from where I'm from, but I'm not a product of your environment. It's niggas that's just gonna be stuck in the middle of that bitch for forever and ever and ever. That's not what I'm on. But what I can say about this move, to Atlanta, from my aspect, this shit monumental. Cause I'm a dude with influence. I say that all the time. Fuck the followers. People want to know why my page be doing numbers and shit. My page do numbers because I had influence before I ever touched on a social media. Before I ever touched social media, was a leader since I was a young boy. I've been a leader. It'd be the influence. So what it be is really for me is like, yo, I got at least 200-300 people look up to me like that I know of. There's people that look up to me that I don't even know now, but the people I know of. This shit monumental. This shit help people see different. Like, damn. Cuz did it? No, we talking about Cuz. We talking about it's Cuz. Like, that's why I got the influence, because everybody, it's Cuz. Like, we talking about Cuz from the curb.
This
like,
motherfucker used to never want to leave the block.
Yeah.
Right? Like, never. From the morning he wakes up. And that's another thing that we'll talk about another time, the sacrifice, because
yeah.
But he was outside. When I mean this nigga was outside, beating his feet up and down the motherfucking block. He was outside. He loved this motherfucking
So basically
block.
what I'm saying is that it speaks volumes to the people who look up to me. When they see me, like, damn, Cuz in Atlanta now. Cuz got a nice big 6-bedroom crib. His driveway filled up with all types of box trucks and all assets. This shit I preach, because everybody know this shit I preach. I gotta lead by example. I can't say, yo, bro, don't do this, and I'm doing the same shit. Like, no, bro, I'm leading by example. Whatever I'm telling you to do, it's shit that I'm doing. I just feel like it's so monumental to people from where I'm from. So they can be like, nah, Cuz did that shit. I was on a bunk bed with Cuz, or I was downstate with Cuz, or I was on the block with Cuz, or I was in the car smoking with Cuz, or I can go dap Cuz up. He did that? Oh yeah, I could do that too. Like,
so we got some questions that we missed. I ain't even see all of this, but you're saying. So they said, what made you stay with me knowing that I had 2 kids? That's a good one.
that wasn't really a thing. Like, that wasn't something I was really worried about. Like, you know what I'm saying? She had 2. I had Maury. Like, that wasn't really something I was worried about. I was locked in. I was fucking with her, so it was like I was fucking with her. Like, that's what was going on. So he said,
what things as a man do you need to put your girl up to the point that she can go work on a side business?
Handle your business. Be a man of your priorities. Everything gonna fall in line. Once you a man of your priorities, niggas gotta know the do's and the don'ts. That's why I be talking that chain shit all the time. Yeah, I can go get a $50,000-$60,000 chain, a $50,000 watch on these niggas, and they gonna be dick eating. But it ain't even about that. My priorities together. I got hella assets. I got hella bread put up. Like, I don't got no financial problems, and it's because of the decisions I make. I can say no to. I can say nah, I'm not buying. I can say no. Everybody know I can say no and wear Walmart shit for 2-3 months. I don't care. I don't be caring about that shit. It's about having your priorities together. Once your priorities together, everything fall in line. And then you're going to be able to do good by your wife, and she will be able to be great. But she can't be great if y'all struggling, because everybody trying to worry about how the next dollar coming in. You can't be, like, everybody worry about, like, when you struggling, you worry about what's the next dollar, how the next dollar coming in. You want to hustle more. How I'm ready to make the next dollar? How we ready to pay the bills? When the financial side of that shit is cut out, when you do what you're supposed to do with your money and the financial worries is out, it help you and your partner be great.
So they said, what advice can you give to females dealing with an up and coming dude that's trying to get his stuff together?
Be patient with that nigga, man. Be patient with that nigga. If
it's not what I'm saying.
Look, I'm not saying be patient with no bullshit ass nigga. Cause if he bullshit. But if you really see something in bull, I say all the time, people be bigger than what they going through. Just cause he going through a hard time right now, don't mean he ain't him. He really probably him for real. He just going through a hard time. Y'all just going through a phase right now. You gotta be patient. Be patient with bull if it's worth being patient with.
Yeah. Hello.
But let me see. Yeah, we 36. We 36
Huh?
minutes in. We're supposed to do 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. I appreciate whoever tapped in. Like I said, we're gonna be doing this like once a week.
I'm gonna call you right back.
We're gonna be doing this
Okay.
like once a week. We're gonna be
We
doing this
got
like
some
once
more
a
questions,
yeah.
but we ain't got time to ask. But I'm gonna definitely say these questions.
And we also want to keep it. We want to keep it like on some 20, 30 minutes. We don't want to do it too long until we transition over to the podcast. Right now we doing live. We're gonna do like 20, 30 minutes. We probably bring up 2 topics, and then we probably take like 2-3 questions from y'all, and we gonna carry it like
we got
that.
some questions that were sent in, but we ain't got time. We want to keep it short so y'all can sit here and watch the whole shit.
Yeah.
But holla at us next week. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to drop the link, and make sure y'all follow on both of us.
Yeah, and tap into whatever we got going on, cause we the hope.
All right, bye.